that's good. Wish I could see. Don't have any stream info besides chats. Oh, okay. Okay, very good. Alright guys, let's get back into this. So I'm pretty sure we stopped at number 60. I'm pretty sure that's where we stopped. So we're gonna go back to 61, just to kind of give it, just because like I know we did this one, so we're gonna do it again, just because like I don't remember if I did or not. Memory, right? So anyway, this was just to catch you all up and catch myself up. We're reviewing every deck played inside a livestream premiere that is not named Kissimmee. Maybe if we hit 8, maybe if we hit 8 subs by the end of this week, I'll do Kissimmee as well. Or no, I'm at 8. I need to get to 10. Maybe if I get to 10 subs, I'll do Kissimmee as well. But this is October 25th, and we are on 61st place. We're doing these bottom to top, because gotta let the little guy shine. And if we're gonna do every deck, we might as well put the placement there. I didn't put names up there. Oh my god. Can you imagine if I put names on these? That'd be crazy. It'd be like someone crazy, like, I don't know, Julian, say, got like 53rd place or something. And be like, Julian, what's he doing down here? Anyway. But yeah. This is the October 25th premiere. We're at 65th place. And let's get into this. So here we have a Moose deck. So a lot of people think Lunar's pretty decent this format. It's a tier 2 deck at best. Honestly, I think it might be a tier 3 deck, especially in Moose. The thing about 3-drops is they take 2 turns. That there's just no way around it. They take 2 turns to set up, which is incredibly telegraphed. This one is a little easier because you have Champs back, but you also have to draw either one of your 3 Comalis and search both Moose and Spec, or hope you draw a Comalis and a Specterus champ, and then you have to draw something to suppress with, which in this deck, the only thing... Okay, there are Artemis, but the only thing in there is the Dense Fog. And you do have a little bit of survivability with the Rise, but it just isn't enough. Like, you can't... It's just too hard to assemble. It's just too hard to assemble a 3-drop that isn't named... That doesn't, like, have a middle ascension that turbos into the bigger one. So, something like Chronodile, Nomadile just turbos into Chronodile, so you only have to get out a 2-drop. Which makes it good because you don't have to actually get a 3-drop on field. And Water actually, like, has a pretty decent... so, like, and the thing about Water is, like, it's uniquely situated to turbo into a 3-drop because 1, it has Tat Buff, and 2, you have Champ Babloon. And Peliquaris, actually. Champ Peliquaris is also really good at turboing in a 3-drop. So Water is like the #1 3-drop turbo machine but it doesn't really have a good 3-drop to turbo into. The only 3-drop water I can think of is both Majesties, and you don't really want to... You can turbo into those, but they have other means of getting there through Globby. So you don't really like need to raw turbo into it. Not like Moose anyway, where you have to just like have a Moose in hand and like also have the combo to get Moose out on the field. So that's kind of the state of 3-drops, unfortunately. Which really sucks, because I love 3-drops in this game. Some of my favorite cards are 3-drops. Is there no Leica Void in this list? There is no Leica Void in this list. That is insane. Oh wait, no, there is. There is. It's the new one. It's the new champion. Okay, I am not insane. They're playing 2 of them. A little suspect, but I understand. Still a little suspect, but I understand it. It is a 6/5. It gets over most Lokagons, but you're also just getting popped on the following turn. Toxiri is not good in this meta. I feel like there's a fire deck that doesn't exist yet that goes Hestia to special cast a Nexuser that searches at 3-drop to normal ascend. That deck certainly does not exist yet. And also you can do that. Actually, no, you can't. Actually, no, you can't. Well, it doesn't search, but you can Hestia, special Exalt Flare Nexus. Does Exalt Flare Nexus? I want to say it does. Yeah, all the Exalts Nexus. And then if you have a 3-drop in hand, you can just normal ascend. But that's bad. Because what are you getting out? Trifernal? There's also Majursa, but that's not really... You have better ways to get to Majursa other than some jank Hestia combo. But yeah. Alright, let's move on to our next deck. At 60th place, we have a... Oh, okay, so we have a Hermes Haboofin deck with Sandstorm. Okay, this person was definitely cooking. Only 1 3 Aeolus, 1 Hermes. So the thing about Hermes is you have to go all in on Hermes. You can't. It just doesn't really work if you play it as an engine. Because yes, the Spy Nymph Search Hermes and the Spinosect play exists, but it's just not that great into Gorgon's Gaze, and it's really expensive. Oh, they're playing Penterror in the side? What the... What was this person thinking? But this is actually an A-list deck. Never mind. This is an A-list deck, not a Hermes deck. Okay. So they are on the Haboofin, the Sandstorm. They're on both Haboofins. What an incredible deck. Why are we playing Equilinx? There's no Earth Bank in this deck. Why are we playing Equilinx? I mean, I guess if you really needed to, you could enchant one of your divines with an Earth, but that's so bad. And we're playing 2 Circle the Sky. This person won twice, by the way. This person won twice. That's incredible. Why are we playing Hermes? Just for Spinosect? That's awful. You're running you're running a ratio 1-to-1 of bricks in terms of. Well, actually, no. There's only the 2 bricks. If you draw the Hermes, it's not that bad. But actually, kind of is because you're only running Spy Nymph. What else would you want to dump with Hermes? There's nothing because you're not playing. You're not playing Trickery, so you don't want to. So you can't swap anything. And you're not playing the Carrion, so you're not ascending the Fin Dust. Cast Earth Aeolus under Fin Dust, maybe. I mean, oh, yeah. I guess you could do that. I guess that does work that way. Because each Findus' every wind spirit is also considered Earth. So you can Nexus the wind spirits with Equilinks, and they count as Earth, and then you can pop a card. Okay, I guess I see it, but you have to have exactly Findust out, and you're running Equilinks as a 1-of. I just don't like it. Also, shout out to this person for playing all 7 rounds. What a champ. I love when people do that. But yeah, this deck, it could use a little focus. Like, you can cut this Exaltair, you can cut this Equilinks. Definitely play Champ Carrion. Maybe cut OG Habufin and Sandstorm to play more Hermes. You might, you should probably cut the Champ Sorlets and the Champ Chrysaor. Run, I just had it. No, I forget it. No, it's gone. It was some other Hermes thing, but yeah. Oh, Aviolus. Run Champ Aviolus. I can definitely see this. So the Champ Buffin Hermes deck is actually pretty nice when it works. I haven't played it, but I've heard stories about how good it is, and I wanna play it just to see how it works. All right, let's go next. All right, Foamy List is this. This is not a net deck because they're Astrabbits. Actually, this might be a modified net deck with the Astrabbits. This person did win twice. You got Boombat in the side. 1 Boombat's not doing anything. I guess if you... The Boombat plus the Resting, plus the Cryoblasts, it's a lot of removal. Running Tsunami in this meta... Tsunami's really fallen off, dude. That thing used to be at 2 or the mandatory 2 or 3 of, and now it's just nowhere. Mostly because everything's water. Yeah, when 50% of your matchups are water or attacking water in with the fish, it just like doesn't do enough. Unfortunately. Next set, when Lockagon possibly falls off or they ban Tadpuff, maybe Tsunami will come back, but I don't see it coming back anytime soon. It's underplayed. It's definitely a side deck card. I would definitely, if you have the Space and Spirit deck, I would definitely consider it in the side. Mostly because like there are too many Lockagon decks running around for you to main it, and it just does absolutely nothing into Lockagon. Unfortunately. Shielded 3, I don't love necessarily. Shield another counter room that's kind of falling off. Mostly because, okay, you've sent a Lockagon back to hand, now what? if you even get that far before they pop it with a Lakagon. Like, it's just so hard to justify running it. Because when it gets popped, most often it gets popped, and then best case scenario, you get it to go off, and they just special cast a Lakagon next turn anyway. So what have you really done? Burn 3 spirits to do literally nothing? Yeah. Unfortunately, can't really condone playing this at 3. The only problem is there isn't a better one, unless you tech into Solar for Guardian of Light. And even then, that's not better, that's more of a side grade. Okay. Next deck. Ooh, we got a Lunar Burn list. I want this deck to work so bad. Oh my god, dude. This deck is so cool. This guy did go 2-3. This guy was definitely cooking. I don't know how I feel about Toxiri in this list. Like, this is almost certainly right, but it's not good. What else could we play? We should definitely be maxing out on Fawnlet because it searches our bank. This might actually be a Theraheart deck now that I think about it. Yeah, we cut a Toxiri for another Fawnlet. And then we cut the other 2 for, I guess, God, what do we cut them for? We only need 1 Theraheart because we can search it with Fawnlet. But we are searching Artemis with Fawnlet, so that is another thing. What else should we search? We're not playing Rise from the Shadows. I guess we don't need to be playing Rise from the Shadows. We could be. Chains on the side. Interesting. Gloombats I might put in the main over the Toxiri, honestly. Mostly because it's helping you get out your Terrastar that you're playing 3 of. Other than that, I guess I see the reasoning behind Toxiri, because you Toxiri, search Dense Fog, hold the Dense Fog, play it next turn, chance back into Terrastar, which is a 4-card combo over 2 turns, which is not good. But oh, I bet it feels so good to burn for 3 with Terrastar. Could not be me though. I cannot find that thing. Why is this an ethereal? Why couldn't it be a freaking spectral? Same with Nemistar. They need to make a lunar searcher for ethereals. Then it might actually be playable. We just need like more specific searchers, because like right now there's like I feel like the whole subclass mechanic is very underbaked, because like you have all these like 16 I want to say subclasses. That's probably wrong, but like there's only like 4 or 5 cards that interact with a subclass. Six if you count the ones that the divine runes you can't play because they're not legal. But yeah, I wish this deck was good. Unfortunately, Terrastar being unsearchable just means it's unplayable. And then there's also no good Lunar Nexus Bank. With the amount of Nexusing you want to do in this deck, there's just not a good enough bank or one that can hold enough spirits. Like, if we could hold like 6 spirits on a bank, or like put 6 spirits on a bank, that would be incredible. Or like there was a lunar bloom for that would also help a lot when you had Terrastar up. But yeah, Terrastar just like isn't gonna see play when there's just so many things working against it, unfortunately. Alright, next. Alright, we have a Thunder deck at 57th. So this is running Bronzeglow Supercharged. We're running OG Titano Strike. Okay. This is... oh, this is the Dimax list. I can tell because there's Werepups and Lunar Faces. So, Rune Destruction.deck unfortunately isn't too great, and they're running the Ampup stuff in the side, I just noticed. I guess if you're gonna tech in the Lunars for Dense Fogs, I guess you could put in the Werepup engine. Yeah. I can see what they were thinking, but I think they just copied Dimax without understanding why Dimax did what they did. Or this is Dimax. Alright, 56th. Including the side deck. Yeah, I think this is a 1-to-1 Dimax list, including the side. Yeah, okay. Alright, 56th. We have a Drataya list. So this is just a fruit list, not zombie fruit. Why are we... oh, we're playing the 2 PTA on the side. That's why we're on 3 Lunar Spirits. Okay. 2 Poison Nectar. This looks pretty standard, I'm not gonna lie. We got the 3 Cyprong, 3 Dionysus is a little sus. You can definitely get away with 2, especially with Madness. Yeah, that just re-enchants. Yeah, that's... you don't really need 3 Dionysus. I guess you play 3 if you're expecting it to always get popped by Lakagon, and then just not enchanting with 2 each time. So you're not burning max spirits. I guess that's a reasonable expectation to have. I'm not sure if I agree with it though. Viserys. Honestly, Viserys? Bad card? Question mark? Chat, am I delusional for this? Because Viserys just does not do enough. You can get it out and it'll kill the Lakagon, the Champ Lakagon, but you take 1 spirit and you put Lakagon food out as a defense, which really doesn't do anything. So the thing is, it's good enough to play, but it's not good enough to want to play. You know what I mean? I have these 3 slots I need to put something in, but I don't really want to put in Visitors because it's not that great. If Echolinks were at 3, I would definitely be playing the 2nd and 3rd Echolinks over Viserys. And then maybe another Latagon. I don't know how I feel about Thunderstorm in the side. Magnetic Force Field is definitely gonna come in clutch for you. Burn is just like randomly good for some reason nowadays. Not randomly, it's actually good. They knew what they were doing with Champs Multiga. But yeah. Yeah, this is just like kind of a standard Lotagon list. Alright, on to the next. This one's a Centarbor list. Okay, interesting. So... okay. This is like almost card for card what I took, what I was almost going to take to Kissimmee and then backed out at the last second. I didn't run 2 Centarbor though. I only ran the 1. 2 Timber, the 3 Sprouter, the 1 Equilinx. Yeah, this is definitely a solid deck. Unfortunately, Centarbor's just not a solid deck. Like this is a very solid way to build this deck. Had like 2 to 3 slots in your deck for Elestrals and 1 to 2 flexible slots for Spirits, what would you say is good just to add to a deck these days? Definitely Spectrus. Spectrus is like a very, very, very slept on card. One, it's lunar, you can't dense fog it. 2, you can just run over a non-champ Locagon with it. And even if you wanted to, you could run in... If you really wanted to, you could run into a champ Locagon with it. And you're probably playing Dense Fogs on the side, so if you really feel like it, you could cast the Dense Fog, play a Spectrus, and now it's a 6, because there's 2 suppressed Celestials, because they have 2 Locagons on field. And now you can just run over the champ one, and they can't run back. They can't run back the other one because you'll just suppress it and kill it in battle. I know I'm talking about all of these in relation to Locagon, but that's because it's the best deck in the format right now, and you kind of have to judge everything against the best deck in the format. Also, chat, can you hear me very well? Am I, like, quiet for you guys? I'm looking at my levels, and they're, like, a little low, but, like, not that low. But, yeah. I like the combo. Sprouter have a bank. You either... give it the Thyrsus. Okay, that sounds pretty good. Okay. Sprouter, give it Thyrsus. Sit for a turn, hope it survives. It probably won't. But if it does, you just get Centarbor and a Timber, which is a 2-card combo, but it's also 2 turns of setup, which is unfortunately unacceptable. It just, like, does not happen. Earth needs one of 2 things. It either needs a Tadpuff, or it needs, like, some sort of counter rune, kind of like Rise from the Shadows, but, like, I think I made a custom card like this before. It was called, like, Deep Roots or something, where you, like, target a 1-spirit Elestral that you can... 1-spirit Earth Elestral you control. It can't be destroyed that turn. You could even limit it to that phase, and it would still work. And that's what Earth needs. It just needs a way for an Earth guy for your Sprouter to survive. if it had that, Centaur would be a good deck. It would be tier 1. Because Earth has other things, like you have a 1-of Equilinx, you have the Cyprong, which is good. It's almost good. Hopperoo can randomly just win games. Champ Psynectar is really good. It's either offensive. It is actually just offensive, but like it's either offensive on your turn or your opponent's turn. But yeah, if this deck had a way for Sprouter to guaranteed survive a turn, it would be busted. All right, next deck. We just need Celestials to do the Yu-Gi-Oh thing and print like 30 counter runes that all really do random shit. True. Unfortunately, we only have 8 sets where Yu-Gi-Oh has like 700 over the past 25 years. Almost 30 at this point. Alright, this is a Josh Net deck, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, the 2 Leonite, the 1. I'm like 90% sure this is a Josh Net deck. Alright, 2-2 with... Oh, okay. So this is a Night Venom list that's also playing Antitan. So I have a list like this, and I won locals with it. This list is awesome. I love this list. I was not playing the Nobbies. I was not on Nobby. That was foreign technology to me. I did not understand that. What did I play instead of that? I know I was on 3 Toxiri. Oh, there's no spec. There's no like normal spec in this list. That's what I'm on. Oh wait, no, there's normal spec in this list. I'm just blind. What did I play? I gotta look this up now. What's different? Okay, I'm on 3 Oh, I'm on Champ Whale. That's what it is. I'm on Champ Whale. Not Nobby. Champ Whale really fell off this set. Holy shit. Can we talk about that for a second? How far the mighty have fallen. Like, last format, you, like, built your entire deck around, like, man, this deck is so good, except it loses to Champ Whale. And just, like, no one plays Champ Whale anymore. It's insane. Like, yeah, it doesn't get over Lakagon, either of them. But, like, it does so much else. I guess it doesn't do anything to Celestleo either. Let's see. Leonite is a 7-5. Okay, you can get over a Leobright with Champ Whale. You can't get over a Celestleo, but you can get over a Tornigen. Yo, what's up, Merrick? How you doing? Like, you can do so much. There's so much you can do with Champ Whale, honestly. I'm just so shocked that, like, it's how far it's fallen off. Alright, anyways. Next deck, this is a Josh Net deck. Yeah, this is a Josh... Oh, no, this is not a Net deck. Well, it's I think the Celestial lineup is a Josh Net deck. But the rune list is a little spicy. We got 3 chains of Prometheus. That's kind of fun. I like this. Honestly, if you're on the 3 chains... No, I was gonna say you should probably be playing Lava Lift, but you're probably not playing enough. You probably have too many spirits on field between your Apollos and your Temples for your Lava Lift to be online enough for it to matter. And you're only playing 2 fire in the spirit deck anyway, so I see why you're not playing Lava Lift. Chains is so slept on. It is so slept on. I don't know though. Like, you play Chains because you need your combo to go through or you lose, which is a lot of decks right now, to be fair. Like, that's a lot of decks. That's why Helios' Chariot Ride saw so much plays, because like they needed their combo to go through or they lost. But Chains is just... The bad thing about Chains is it's so much less flexible than Chariot Ride was, which is good because Chariot Ride is such a bad card for the health of this game. Oh my god. But yeah, I think Chains is like almost good. I don't know why they added the random heal to it. You're already spending 2 to negate 2, so you're even for spirits. Why did they have to make it go minus? But at least it doesn't make you expend from field like Divine Blessing does. But yeah, it's like almost good, but just like counter runes do win you the game if you see enough of them. But is negating one of them worth running this card? Maybe. The answer is maybe. Alright, next deck. Shout out to Julian testing with Chains recently. Yeah, I've seen a lot of people testing with Chains. I'm not sure if it's a psyop or if it's actually real. Because those people, the people in those testing groups, they sure do love to put people on some bad cards. I'll never forget the Josh Polar Acne. Yeah, what is Lunar Aggro against Polar Acne? Yeah, I'll wait. Nothing. Oh gosh. Oh, I love top players so much. All right. We have a Nixa Merilis, folks. And unfortunately, this guy is cooking. So the thing about negating gaze with Chains is you go minus because they heal 1. So they paid 1 for their gaze and you paid 2 for yours. But you do get the advantage of having your effect go through, which might be worth it, depending on the situation. But we have a Nixa Merilis, folks, and this guy's cooking. This guy's cooking. So my immediate thought here, he said it was all right. Yeah, that's my thoughts on it too. I was like a Chains believer in like the end of Firestorm format. But like now it's like, yeah, I think we need combo insulators more than ever. Because combos actually like do something now. It's not just like, oh man, I cast I got my Viscerous Destroy, so now I get to cast. That's not a combo you really need to insulate. It's not that great. Whereas if you're casting a Lakagon champ, that's a lot. You kind of do need that to go through, because if they can go around on the next turn and just pop it, you might just be able to search it because you have a Champhomi in your hand. But otherwise, if you don't, then you're in kind of a little bit of trouble. Anyways, Nixamera. Nixamera, this format, bad. Unfortunately, it's bad. Just the raw ascensions you have to do every turn really puts a drag on your spirit deck and really just like doesn't do enough. So fortunately for them, Nixamera Risen Form. Oh wait, no. Risen Form and Guardian of Light is such a heads up play. Because Nixamera expend, pop runes, punch, go to Fallen Form, and then they like, I don't know, do something to your Fallen Form or like make it unprotected or something, and then you just like get into a position to run it over. You go Guardian, heal, ascend back, pop another back row, punch for more. It's crazy. It's crazy. I like that. That's so heads up. Exaltus, another tech from Firestorm that just kind of like works in this deck because it's Ascension fodder for Nixamera Risen, which you're playing 2 of, and the 3 Bunnix. Not sure how I feel about 3 Ursicle though. Searching Kione, there's not really you're playing 3 Frost 1 drops, and you don't really want to repeat any of them besides Bremelinx, which is at best on repeatability. You can cut the Ursicle and the Kione, in my opinion. This deck really wants to play a Morphrost package. This deck desperately wants to play a Morphrost package, for sure. Yeah, cut the Kiones Frostbite, cut the Ursicle. You can probably cut a Bunnix or 2. Play 3 Chimera, probably 1 Bat, 3 Lycan. It's not really enough, unfortunately, but yeah. Might want to cut OG Blizzard too, just for more Morphrost names. But yeah, this deck desperately wants to be a Morphrost list, simply because Morphrost spams bodies like nobody's business, and usually one of them survives that you can ascend over with a Nixamera. But the Risen Form Guardian of Light is such a heads up play. I like whoever came up with this. I know you came up with this loop first and built the rest of the deck around it. But you need to be on Morphrost. Oh, okay. Here's a card in the side deck I want to talk about. Mistral Boreas. This card needs to see more play. Somebody please play this in a premiere. I need to see someone cook with this. Because if you go, what is it? Cast Foamy, search Afro, play Afro, you Mistral? What are they going to do? They've used their normal summon per turn, and now they can't play their Divine. They can't search another Foamy for Lockagon. Is it really that bad? No, don't say that. I guess they can't just play it next turn, so it's -1 spirit. But, like, the amount of tempo you put them off can't be that bad. Like we play Pandora's Box pretty regularly. I guess that hits a lot more now that I think about it. Because, let's see, Mistral only does Divines and Artifacts. And it might do Stadiums. I don't think it does. No, it doesn't do Stadiums. And nobody's playing Artifacts right now, so I guess only searching Divines doesn't really do anything. Okay, that's fair enough. Yeah. That's unfortunate. Also, I just want to notice, this guy got 2 wins. Shoutouts to this guy. This guy definitely did. This guy definitely cooked. You just need to put a different engine in here other than Ursicle Kione. P-boxing, I wouldn't... If it's on the Afro effect directly, I would say no. It's pretty much the same. What the fuck is Boulder doing here? If you accidentally, I don't know actually. They're definitely playing it for recycling the Nixameras, probably, if I had to guess. But that's bad. Why would you do that? I guess this deck like lives and dies off of Nixamera, and if you don't have it, you just lose. Which is why this person went 2-3, but you really should be playing Boulder for that. I guess it also kind of works with Frostbite, because you can just mill like your Blizzards, your Boreases, and your other Blizzard, and like have Frostbite online for a decent chunk of damage. But that they're definitely not playing it for that reason. I would also cut the Boulder. Play a good counter rune, like P-Box. Yeah, put the P-Box in the main over this. All right. Next deck we got 50th place. All right, 3 wins. We're going to the people that almost went positive. This is just a straight up Farragheist list, and it almost went positive. I'm scared. Guys, I'm scared. Please hold me. I'm scared. Farragheist is almost doing well. What is this world come to? Okay, so let's go over this list. I actually don't know what Champ Fawnlet does off the top of my head. I'll have to look this up. Enchant Lunar from your underworld to this Fawnlet if a card on an opponent's field is suppressed. While a suppressed celestial is on the field, this Fawnlet cannot be destroyed in battle. Okay. I see the vision. I see the vision. So you Fawnlet, suppress something, re-enchant, ascend Farragheist. Okay, I see the vision. I see the vision. I'm not sure I'm here with it, but I see it. The 3 Fawnlet. Unfortunately, the Fawnlet is not a Spectre, so you can't search it with Comalis, but you can search the Farragheist. And we're also playing 2 Champ Moose. Not sure how I feel about that. Rise from the Shadows, definitely needed in this deck. 2 Theraheart. At this point, you're playing too much. You need to cut either the Farragheist, the Theraheart, or the Posthumous. Cut one of them. You can't play all of them. Honestly, I'd cut the Therahearts. Probably play... What would I play? Oh, definitely play 2 more Spec. What are you doing? Okay. Definitely play more Spec. Theraheart's good, but I wouldn't say if you're doing a Farragheist or a Moose list, you need Theraheart. Because what are you searching in this deck? You're searching exactly Rise from the Shadows, and that's it. Wait, no. No, you do have the Dead Shots and the Dense Fogs. I missed those. Even still, I don't think it's worth it. I don't think it's worth it. Yeah, you definitely cut the Theraheart here. You're doing too much. I like the Warp Up engine. That one's good. Maybe play another Dense Fog. Yeah, you probably want to play another Dense Fog because it's mass suppression and your Fawnlet champ needs suppressed guys. You might also want to consider playing Champion Psynectar in this deck. That's also a consideration you can make. But yeah, I think this deck has something here. They just need to focus, which is what I'm going to say a lot about decks like this. Like, it has something going, but it needs to focus in on it more. Alright, 49th. Now this is a deck. This is a deck after my own heart. Now this is Big Guy Turbo. Whoever played this, your name is SpongeBob, because you're a big guy now. Type 1 in the chat if you get that reference. So we got our Catarants, we got our Cryolings. We are playing 3, 6, 9. We are playing 12 1-drops. None of which are Tadflow. I've been saying literally any 2 Frost Engines and some glue makes a viable deck this format. That is so true, unfortunately. 12 1-drops is an insane thing to play. Especially with no Tadflows. I might cut a non-champ Iwooly and a Cryovern for 2 Tadflow. You need Tadflow in this deck, unfortunately. Playing 3, 6, 7... Yeah, 7 2-drops and 1 3-drop. That's just too much. That's just too much, unfortunately. And we're on the Guardian of Light with only 2 solar? Come on, you gotta get the full heal. What are we on the... Oh, on the 1 fire. What? I'm like, why are we on the 1 fire speed? No, wait, no. I know what we're on that for. Yeah, this is just kind of, yeah, you don't need to be playing Bowler in this deck. Iwooly and Champ, I guess you can use it to reload, but at the same time, you're still milling. I don't think I like it. No, cut the Boulder. Cut the Boulder. You don't need it. Alright, next deck. Alright, we're bear bombing. We are bear bombing in the big 2-5. This is Hestia. Why are we playing Note? There's no... Oh, wait. Wait. We're playing the Dimax list. Oh, I see. With the 3 Smell Tongues. Oh, okay. I see what we're doing now. I see it now. This is a pile. This looks like a... What does this look like? This is a very specific reference. But if any of you know anything about Yu-Gi-Oh! Like, sealed YouTube on Master Duel, this is a, this is a 50 Legacy Pack deck, if I've ever seen one. What are we doing here? I guess we got Up in Flames and we got 3, 6, 7, 8. 8 targets for 2 drops. But I don't know, man. This is... needs more no stone. Oh my god. Yeah, just cut Earthquake for no stone. We're playing 2 no stone for the... Oh my gosh. What is this? Okay, so let me try and figure out this deck. So, Kinleo, good card. Up in Flames, okay card. No, but actually though, what? What are we doing with Smell Tongue? We're only playing 2 Up in Flames. It searches Lavalith, Smeltongue, Helmelt, and Comagma. Oh, I forgot Comagma is a... I completely forgot Comagma is a golem. Yeah, that one still perplexes me. We're only in 1 Helmelt though. 2 Ursaden, 1 High Bear. I guess we really reduced the bear engine, and then we can just throw the Majersa off of the Up in Flames. But also, no, because we're only on 3, 4. No, 3, 6. We're only on 9 1-drops. Wait, no, we're on 9 plus. No, wait, no, we're not on 9. 3, 6, 9, 10, 11, 12. We're on 12 1-drops. Okay. This is a deck. This is a deck. And the side deck, we're on the Warmites and the Kinleo champs. And the Hestia's Hearth? Someone has to explain this deck to me. I know generally how this deck works, but it just like does not look like it's any good at all to me. And this person won 3 games, or like 3 matches with this deck, which is insane to me. This is insane. Alright, next we have Cryo Rhino in the big 2-5 with Shiveroar on the side. Are they smoke screening into Hestia? I guess they are, because they were playing Hestias in the main. I guess to play the... Wow, that's a 4-card combo. Oh my gosh. Anyway, Cryo Rhino. Yeah, this is a very... This reads like... This might be an Australian. I can tell because there are no lifestream cards in this. Yeah, there's not a single lifestream card in this. This is probably either an Australian or a European who hasn't gotten cards yet. This one... Okay, this one is Champion Aviolith, so this one is not an Australian. Unfortunately, I like this deck. There's some ratios in this that I don't quite agree with, and that's what the second premiere was for, ironing those out, but I'm not sure I agree with this. I don't agree with all the ratios, but I like it. I like this. This side deck is also very interesting. The Chrysaor and the Exaltair. I'm not sure... Chrysaor, there's got to be something you can do with Chrysaor. Man, I want Chrysaor to be good so bad. There's got to be something there. Wait a second. They're not playing Champ Carrion? What? I guess you're not ascending into anything, because you're not in the Finda stuff. But okay. I guess do you king? Fair, okay. Interesting. I don't know if I like this deck anymore. Alright. We have our first Morphrost list. Oh, Morphrost Imperawat, let's go! I actually completely forgot what Imperawat does. I know it nexuses everything on your field to itself, but what else does it do? Let's see. E. Oh, and you can next. Oh, when you cast it, you can nexus all enchanting spirits to it. You can disenchant 3 and any combination of Frost or Thunder from this Imperil in order to destroy each card on an opponent's field. Okay. Interesting. Interesting. Okay. So that's just a bomb you drop, but like the real stuff here is the Morphrost engine, which has proven itself to be quite resilient. And like Chimera form is like the thing that was holding Morphrost back. It was just a draw engine that got you advantage as well. And board presence. Well, I guess every engine gets you advantage because you're drawing, but I guess the bodies are what really counts. We're playing 2 Ursicle and 2 Kion. I'm not sure how I feel about 3 Ice Age, but I'll allow it because this was the 25th, and we didn't really know that Frost was like one of the best decks and like one of the most common decks. So playing 3 Ice Age, thinking, there's not going to be a lot of Frost decks. It's all going to be like Water and Earth. Was like a legitimate legitimate call you could make, and like that, completely fair. It's a fair call to make. It's the wrong call, unfortunately, but it is a fair call to make. So I don't disagree with this too hard here. Yo, what's up, MG1? How you doing? We're here. We're going through the rest of these decks. I'm probably not going to get through all these. I'm probably going to get through the 25th. Have to go for something, and then I might come back later tonight. But yeah. So anyway, I just want to see Imperil summoned. Dude, that the card is so funny. Oh, that card is so funny. All right, let's go next. All right, 44th, we have another No and Titan, but we are running Aardvarm. Why are we running Aardvarm, No and Titan in this list? I don't know. I guess we're using it to search Doppelganger, Rise, Ascent Doppelganger. I don't know why no, actually, -3 on everything that's not Solar Lunar. That's kind of good. Yeah. I just don't think... Wait, there is Antitan? Oh, it is. There is Antitan. I just am blind. Okay. I'm just blind, guys. I'm sorry. Oh, I'm blind. Okay, you got me. There is Antitan. Okay. Okay. So there is Antitan in this list. I'm just blind. Okay, so 3 champ spec. I understand. I don't agree. I understand. I don't agree. Especially if you're only going to be on 2 spec. What are you doing? You got to be on 3 of this. You missed the carry-on the Hermes list a bit ago too. I did? No, that was too far back. This one. I did miss the carry-on. You're right. Okay. This might be cards I own, and they just happen to do well. Or this is, I made this the night before, and I didn't feel like putting together a side deck because it was so late. That's the only thing I can think of. Yeah, only 1 Madness, 2 Rise. Yeah, this might be a cards I own list. Yeah, 3 PTA. This might be a cards I own list. But even if it is, 1 Psynectar is a choice. You should definitely be on more than 1 of that. The Cryo Rhino was on Blizzard Whiteout. That makes sense. I'm gonna say that that's probably right. If they were on Brummelings, they should definitely be on Blizzard Whiteout. Actually, let me see. Were they on? Nope. They are on Brummeling, so they should definitely be on this. I don't know if I agree with 3. But no, I understand, because you need your Rhine-Nymph to resolve, and if it doesn't, you just kind of are stuck with 2 bricks in your hand that you can't get out. So I understand why they're playing this. Yeah. Yeah, having your Rhine-Nymph out and then a Blizzard Whiteout set, and they just go like, EQ? And they're like, no. This Rhine-Nymph will stick around. Yeah, 3 is a bit much, but I get it. Alright, where were we? We're on this one. Okay, so this one, no side deck. This is definitely something someone put together the night before. Yeah, this is definitely something someone put together the night before with the cards that they had. Alright, next up. Alright, we have... Oh, I think I saw this player. This deck was sick to see, dude. I think they got on feature match. But this deck is sick as hell. They were on Caprigal and Champ Lobby? What the heck? Yo, this deck kind of slaps though. Yeah, this list was sick. Yo, the Peliquarius. I'm surprised they're only on 3 total Terrasail. Now that I'm looking at this. Because it felt like they were on 5. Yo, but this deck was sick as hell. Tsunami High Tide, so heads up. Tsunami High Tide is such a good card. Like, unironically, such a good card. That I'm surprised not many, like, water players play. Actually, I'm not surprised because, like, there's so many better cards you could be playing in water. But, like, High Tide is such a good card. Oh my god. Actually, High Tide would be a really good card in Lunar. Specifically because it's a, if you can, like, stick a guy, which is easy because you have, Rise from the Shadows now, you can just High Tide, re-enchant, Ascend Moose. I played it and it was low-key ass, but mad respect. Why the Globby here? Let's see. It searches either Atlantis, or a Rise from the Depths. We're not on Depths. But we are on Atlantis. And we're on enough waters that I can see why we would play Atlantis, but searching it with Champ Globby doesn't seem that great. So what does the Poseidon Caprigal do? I know the Aphrodite one, but I don't remember what the Poseidon one does. When you cast this Caprigal, you can search your deck for a Trident added to your hand. When this Caprigal sees 1 or more water in a Nexus from Poseidon, you can target and destroy an Alestral. Oh, it's a pop? That's pretty good. I wonder if they got that off at all. But yeah. No, they're on too plucky. Wow, they really thought of everything. This deck is sick as hell. I don't know if I can really critique this deck. Other than Terrasail isn't a good card, unfortunately. But this deck was really sick to see in action. Shout out to Force Field of Zero Thunder. Oh, I just noticed that too. That's awesome. That's so cool. They were like, Swole, you're my hero. I'm gonna do this just for you. Force Field, no Thunder. That's awesome. They do have the Earth for Earthquake though. They were like, I can't do that. That card's too important. But Magnetic Force Field, I got you. Yeah, this is some spirit math here. Aeolus? What are we searching with Aeolus? Oh, the Nemesail? Or the Peliquarius? Your opponent Krakatoa, and you just reveal Force Field and make them skew. You don't even pay for it, they just like, oh, you have it? Damn, I guess that's it. That would work, legitimately. Would that be cheating, though? Is it cheating if they scoop? And you just, like, don't say that you don't have... I don't know, actually. I don't know. I'd have to look at the rules. Fuck, I'm a judge, I should know this. Because they're playing with incomplete information. They assume that you have the spirits in your spirit deck. They can't verify that. I mean... Oh, man. Because, like, you have the card, it's in your deck legally, and you are allowed to activate it misenchanted. And just say, I activate magnetic force field. And then your opponent goes, oh, no, man, you really had that? Man, that's good. Extend handshake, GG's. That is true. It is on them for not seeing the Thunder Spirit. But I feel like you should have to reveal that you can't pay for it properly and resolve the effect. Someone get Skyhawk in here. Actually, I know, Noodleman is typing this up in the judge channel. He's like, what do if magnetic force field on Krakatoa, no thunder? Opponent scoops. Maybe I am. Alright, but this deck was sick as hell to see. Aw, oh, man, this was a generational cook. I wish they went positive. But they did win 3 matches. They did win 3 matches. So there is something here. Maybe not a lot, but it's something. Alright, we have a Fireless. What is this? Holy... Scavical Exalt Flare? Emphyrix Champ? Oh my god, what is this? Alright. So we're on the Ignogter. We're on 2 Up in Flames. We're on the 1 Golden Apple. Mono Fire, baby. They are on Mono Fire. When you send into the Scavical, you can expend fire in order to search your deck for up to 2 cards with enchantment cost fire or fire and add them to your hand. This is like Blazer's OTK without the Blazerus. Oh, Leonite! Oh, okay, so I'm like, what are we doing with this? And okay, I was like, oh, we're doing Leonite. Gotta love the 1 golden apple on the side. Just in case you need it. Okay. I think I see the vision. You go... I guess Hestia special cast something, ascend Leonite, special cast Exalt Flare, extend Scavical. Oh, okay, so if you special ascend in the Scavical, you can search for a Smell Tongue and a Leonite and ascend the Leonite because you special casted it with the Exalt Flare, or you can do it next turn with the Infyrix because it comes back. Or you can just discard Helmet off a Golden Apple. Okay, so the actual relevant tournament policy is players are never permitted to give answer that is deliberately incomplete with the intent of misleading their opponent. Yeah, because like saying I activate this card is not is it incomplete information to say if you're casting it enchanted or misenchanted? I would say probably yes. Actually, it is. I would say that is incomplete information. But like, who thinks of that? Like who just thinks I'm gonna activate this card and not have the spirits for it? I guess that's a cool bluff. Because, like, you have to pay when you flip it, right? So, but, like, no one thinks of that. Because, like, I guess if you only had, like, 2 or 3 spirits left, you'd be like, there's no way that your last 2-3 spirits are the thunder. Show me the thunder right now. Starts resolving, then you're committing to a communication error. I can see that. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, I can agree with that. Because you are implying that the effect is going to go off. Therefore, you are purposefully miscommunicating. Glad we got that one solved. Alright. Anyway, this deck has a lot. Hestia's Hearth and Leonite just kind of, like, work so well together. Getting +6/+6 on something is insane. 6, 7, 6+7, yeah, having a 13 on your opponent's turn is just so good. And it can't be destroyed by rune effects. Also, so they can't EQ you. Well, actually, no, they can. So if you go EQ target Leonite, chain Hearth, the Leonite won't activate until the next chain. So the Leonite dies anyway. That's unfortunate. So you just flip over the card and say nothing. That's still a miscommunication error because you have still implied that the effect is going to activate and resolve, even though it cannot. It's still a miscommunication error. So, fortunately, there are, like, reasonable things that you would want to misenchant a rune for. So, like, I'll take Thunderstorm, for example. If you are the only player that controls a rune and you want to cast Thunderstorm for, like, Fun Glow or something, you can misenchant it and it still counts as having cast, and you can use Fun Glow's effect. And that's a use case where you would want to misenchant a rune. So it's not like taking it out increases skill depth or anything like that, or like takes away sharking cases. I'd rather have skill depth of skill than anti-sharking rules put into the game. I don't want an anti-shark rule to ever take away from the depth of skill that you can display in a game, just because people are assholes. I'd rather deal with the assholes than, like, take away my skill expression. Speaking of skill expression, this deck probably looks like it takes a lot of that to actually function well. So, I guess we're running the 3 Hellmelt for the Komagma. I guess Komagma's also just a big body. We're running the 1 Torchin for the 3 Hestia. What are we doing? This deck, I don't know what to think about this deck. It went 3-4, so it has some sauce. I'd have to play this to understand how it works. Alright, we have another Champ Moose list on 3 Champ Moose. Crazy. Absolutely insane. Only 2 OG Fawnlet? Are you kidding me? Okay, so this one is more all-in on the Champ Moose, and because of that they're more all-in on the Fawnlet. They should be all-in on regular Fawnlet and Champ Fawnlet, because you need the Artemis to be able to re-enchant. Do you need the Artemis to re-enchant? No, they need a suppressed guy to re-enchant. But Artemis is like the best way to get a suppressed guy. Especially since you're not running Dense Fogs. No Dense Fogs. Nope, there are Dense Fogs. There are Dense Fogs. I see them this time. I'm not completely blind. I'm only 80% blind in my left eye. Okay. 1 Champ spec. I understand why that's there. Cut OG Theraheart. Just cut it. Just cut the Theraheart. It's not good. I wonder... Oh, okay. So they're not playing the other one in the side, which leads me to believe that they probably put the wrong one in for the deck check. That might be what happened here. If that's the case, I can see why they're playing it. I don't agree with it, but I can see why. But otherwise, pretty decent list. 3 Nog is insane in this deck. Can you afford to cut it when you're on 3 Moose? Yes. Because they can just play around it. They don't have to activate a counter rune so you get into Champ Moose. They can just kill it before you get to Champ Moose. But yeah, you're also on 3 Rise, so like sticking a body isn't that hard. It's hard, don't get me wrong. It's hard sticking a body, especially against the Locagon. But it's not impossible, especially with Rise. Side deck, pretty standard. These should be in the main deck. I'm only seeing 2 Spectres. Be on 3. Play 3 Spectres. It is a good card. Play 3. I don't know what you're afraid of. This person is afraid of something. They're afraid of... Every time I see Divine Blessing, I'm like, they're afraid of something. I don't know what they're afraid of, but they're afraid of something. Is it a Solar Burst? Is it Earthquake? Is it Lunar Phase, Lunar Eclipse? Yeah. Okay. Next deck. Hold on, guys. I gotta take a call. Okay. I do have to go soon. I'll probably be on later tonight. But we'll do 2 more decks, and then I gotta go. I'll probably be on at like it's 5:30 now. Probably on around like 7:30, 8 more maybe. I'll see. All right, so we'll do this one and then 1 more, and then I'll get going. All right. I think this is Dooms. No, it's not. They have Locagon. This is a Chronodile player that is smoke screening into Locagon. Okay. I like this. I like this. This is like almost... Oh wait, no. This is not card for card Dooms list. There's Champ Fomies in here. There's Champ Chautauqua. 3 of each champ. That's crazy. Where is our... Oh, there's the Aphrodite. Okay. I was like, where's our Nexus Bank? Okay, so we're on Aphrodite Chronodile. This deck... It went 3-4. There's something here. Anytime anytime someone gets 3 wins in a premiere, I'm always like, there's something here. This player cooked something. They just didn't have the sauce. That's when you get to top 16, is when you got the sauce. When you got a little swagger, that'll take you up to three wins. 1 second. Never mind, I'm hearing things. Okay. But yeah, when you have a little bit of swagger, that'll take you to 3 wins. But when you have the sauce, that gets you to top 16. Anyways, yeah, I like this list. Chronodile, it's still hard to out. Even with Lockagon, because you can't target it if you have enough things on field. Oh, but you can target the bank. You can target the bank. Ooh. I guess that's what the Aphoros are for, so you can nexus things onto the Chronodile exactly. And if you're playing Lockagon, you can just play the mirror with 3 soulmates. Okay. I like this. I like this list. I like this list a lot, actually. Oh wow, another Chronodile list. Is this the same one? Wait, no. 39. I think this is the same list. And I didn't mess up. I didn't mess up and do the same one twice. This is just the same list. Because they're in a different order. You can tell. Yeah, this is the same list. So these are 2 people that did the same in a premiere with the same exact list. I wonder if they had to play each other. Getting 40th and 39th, that's pretty crazy with the same deck. That's quite a coincidence, actually. That's quite a coincidence. I think that might be Julian. I know they dropped. For one of them, maybe. I wonder who the other one was. Because there's 2 people. There are 2 people on this exact list. Alright. Because these are the same lists, we'll do one more. Oh, we got a Fulgorix list that did well. Let's go. I'm here for it. I'm so here for it. Let's go. Alright. 3 Nog. Okay, interesting. Oh, we got Moose in the side? Why are we playing Warp up in the side? It should be in the main. No. Actually, they might be right. Ardbud search Champs back? Ascend Doppelganger? Or like have it out for like a Nexus bank? Yeah, okay. I think I see it now. Oh, that's like a 4-card combo. But like... So Doppelganger is Lunar or Wind. If it receives an Nexus. So we're on Circle the Frickin' Sky. And I think that's actually correct. Yo, this list kinda cooked. I'm not gonna lie. We should probably be on a 3rd altar. 3 Doppelgators a lot. You can cut this to 2. Because you don't need to see this. I don't think. Because you're going to get to it through Nabi, through your Ardbud. Yeah, I really want Fulgorix to be better. Bottoming a card is such a good effect that isn't really seen. Because I don't really like... There are times when I'm like, bouncing a card feels bad. Like, it's off the field, but I know it's just going to come back next turn and kill me anyway. And I've done literally nothing. But if you bottom it, then it's gone. They have to search that again. which takes up spirits, or they can't get lucky because it's to the bottom of the deck. It doesn't get shuffled in. So that thing is effectively gone. And if it's their one-up boss monster, that's it. You've essentially won. Because how are they getting over... let's see. Things get -5 if they aren't lunar or solar. How are you getting over a 15? How? But yeah, I like this list. This list is pretty fire, I'm gonna say. There's a couple things I'd change about it. I don't know if I'd run 3 dense fogs in the main. Or 3 doppelganger for that matter. I'd probably run like maybe 2 doppelganger, 2 fulgurics. Because if you draw into the fulgurics, you can champ spec. And if you draw into the fulgurics and you have a guy on field, you can Artemis, suppress something, champ spec, ascend into fulgurics, and then Nexus 1 from Artemis to bottom something. Yeah, I like that. It's a 4-card combo, but it's a good 4-card combo for what it does. Alright, 38th. And with that, guys, I have to get going. I will see you all possibly later tonight, hopefully later tonight. When I come back, please tell your friends. And like the stream. Don't forget to like the stream. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. I might have another short coming out soon. And I'm working on that value video. It might be a while, though. No promises. I know I've been working on that for a while since the Kickstarter, but... yeah. Anyways, thanks guys for coming out. I'll see you possibly later.